says record on my end.
Okay, awesome.
We're in
Happy
business.
Friday, everybody. So, Gretchen and Becky here. We had to make some adjustments. We promised a live, and Zoom and Facebook did not want to talk to each other today, so that wasn't working. So the next best thing is we're recording a Zoom for you, and then we're posting it on Facebook. So, hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. So we thought, you know what? It's going to be kind of a dreary weekend this weekend. Whether or not you're going to the stores or not, we're happy it's Friday, but we know that sometimes ingredients are hard to come by these days, right? With all the stores being cleared out, or maybe you're just one of those people that you don't want to get out and expose yourself during this time. So we thought it'd be fun on this Friday to give you a few ideas for some cocktails and some
mocktails
to get you through the weekend. But the special part about this is using essential oils. So as you know, we're in Young Living Essential Oils, and Young Living has a vitality line of oils, which means that they are labeled for ingestion, which means you can use them in drinks. You can use them in your body, like drinking them or putting it in something to eat or drink. So we're gonna have a fun little experiment. Anything to add there, Gretchen?
Nope, just super excited to be cooking some concoctions with y'all.
Yeah.
And the only thing I want to add is that it's so simple. Like, I don't always have ingredients, and you know what, during this time I don't always want to go to the store, and so having these oils here, like, you can come up with so many things. And I'm sorry, I have free time on my hands a lot these days. We're supposed to be playing baseball this weekend. I'm still wearing my Victory Vibe shirt. But like, you're like, okay, what can I create with what I have on hand? So like, you see people saying their pantry is like chopped and their fridge is like chopped, and our cocktails and mocktails can be like chopped, except for we've got the best essential oils that you are going to love when you try these recipes. So
yeah,
that's
so I'm going to kick it off with a fun, refreshing cocktail. We're going to do a mojito. Okay. And so I know at our house, we typically have vodka. We've always got tequila. We have rum. We have the liquor usually, but I don't always have the other things that I need. So I don't always have, like in this case, fresh mint or even limes. Like right now I have lemons around the house, but I don't have limes. And so when you're Friday night and it's going to be raining, and sometimes you just don't want to get out. So you do want to make sure, though, that you're not using just any old essential oils. So we're only talking about Young Living here, but we're going to get started with a fun mojito using Young Living oils. And so I'm putting ice in my glass here. I'm no bartender by trade. So for those people that are bartenders out there, no judging, okay?
Becky, I think you're a really good bartender, to be honest.
we like to experiment. Huh?
I said, but I don't discriminate. So if you fix me something, I will drink it.
Exactly. And I will add that a lot of these, when you're using the essential oils too, it makes it much healthier. Even for something that would typically take a juice, which you may or may not have, but even though a juice is natural and it's natural sugars, it's still sugars. So you could be using these things as a switcheroo if you're trying to reduce your sugars, and it makes it from a healthier standpoint for any diet kind of thing, as long as that diet includes alcohol on my end, on the cocktail end. So we're going to get started with the mojito. So first thing up, 2 shots of rum. We're going to put 2 shots of rum. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I need to shake this. I do. We're going to use the shaker. So my ice going in there. We're going to do, I don't know, I got Myers rum, dark rum. Probably doesn't matter if it's light or dark. We're going with this because that's what we have. Well, it's probably supposed to be light, but it's okay. And you know what? I might be finishing the rum. 2 shots going in there. Okay, next we're gonna do, so this is where I know Gretchen's gonna talk about simple syrup later. We are using agave, so we already have it. We're gonna use, and I don't like things super sweet, so I'm definitely gonna use the small shot, but it says a small shot of agave, or a shot of agave. I'm using the small one, because I don't like a lot of sweet stuff. Then we are gonna put in, so this is when we're gonna pull out our essential oils. It says 2 drops of spearmint, Vitality, or just spearmint, and 4 drops of lime. So I'm actually gonna start out with 1 drop of spearmint. You can always add more. Well, actually probably 2 went in there anyway. And we're gonna do, well, I'll just do the 4 since the 2 went in there. Now I'm gonna shake it up. So here's where you, oh wait, splash of soda. So club soda. Splash of club soda. Splash. All right, let's get my little shaker. Shake, shake, shake. I'm gonna test
Shake,
it.
shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your
That club soda is floating out of it.
As I, again, I'm not a bartender.
I was like, oh, Beck. Should they go? Do they make chocolate with club soda?
I think I have a sink right next to me. Okay.
Oh, it makes me laugh.
So again, I know mojitos are probably supposed to be lighter colored, right?
Hey, it looks good.
But it's all about how it tastes, right?
Right. Hey, it looks good.
And you know what? That is good. It seriously is good. So minus the fact that it's dark and it should be light. There's some more ice cubes in there. And seriously, you get like that spearminty, but not too much. So actually that was perfect. 2 drops of spearmint. And I can taste the lime, but it's not overpowering. So I'm thinking this one's a win. So there's your
Cheers.
mojito there. Cheers.
Cheers. I will
Right,
cheers
Gretchen,
with
what
my
do you have?
mocktail. So I am going to make a lavender lemonade. This is something that is great. I'm going to show y'all how to make the base of it. So this is really good to keep in your fridge, the base, and then you can just add, my family, we love sparkling water, carbonated water, plain. Topo Chico is our favorite. So I'm going to show you how to make the base, and then you just keep it in your fridge and pull it out and add water, and I'll show you all that stuff. So it does call for 6 lemons. I never have fresh citrus just because I just don't. I use my oils, and then I do buy and always have this, like an organic pure lemon juice. So it calls for 6 lemons. So I've got the equivalent in here. So that is going to be 3/4 a cup of pure lemon juice. And I'm actually just going to use just a little bit less than that because I'm going to pull out my lemon oil, and I'm going to replace a couple of those few tablespoons with 2 drops of lemon essential oil. And then it calls for 1 drop of lime. So I'm going to put 1 drop in there. Oh, 2 went in, but that's okay. And then it calls for 2 drops of lavender. And this whole base will make 10, I think you would add like 10 to 12 cups of water, so you can make a big pitcher, like if you were having a shower or something like that, to serve and make it real pretty. But like I said, I'm making this as a base to use throughout the upcoming week. So 2 drops of lavender Vitality. And then you mix all that up, and I do not have, I forgot to get a spoon. So I'm just going to mix it with a tablespoon. Now, the recipe originally calls for 1/2 cup of lemon or 1/2 cup of like whatever sweetener, I mean, not lemon, of honey. So I too, like Becky, do not like things very, very sweet. I like to be able to control, especially in my drinks. So I'm going to show you, I put the base, which is the lemon, the lavender, and the lime essential oil with the lemon juice. And then I'm just going to fill, I have it in this pretty bottle. Keep this, and y'all, I got this at like World Market, I think. I love keeping drinks in this. So I'm going to fill the rest of it with water. I think 3 cups of water. Okay. Now, that will be the base that I will keep in my fridge. Okay. Then when I get ready to pour a drink, I will take my glass. I will put some ice in it. And I made a simple syrup. If y'all know what simple syrup is, if you do not know how to make simple syrup, like it's the easiest thing to make. It's 1 part sugar to 1 part water. So this is 1 cup water, 1 cup of sugar, put it on the, what's that called? The stove top. And then you bring it to a boil and dissolve it down. And then you just keep this in your fridge so you can control how much sweetness you want in your drinks. You can also use it in cocktails. So like a lot of cocktails will call for a simple syrup. I really don't like sweet lemonade. Like I like it really, really tart, but I am just gonna add like half a teaspoon. So I'm gonna put that in here. And then I'm gonna take my base and I'm gonna put just a little in there. Can y'all see that? And then since I said we love sparkling water, I love everything sparkling, and I'm gonna fill the rest of it up with my beloved Topo Chico. And so there is refreshing lavender lemonade. So I'm gonna take a sip.
Yum. Would it be fair to say, and I'm actually asking this because I never thought about it, we usually have agave in our pantry, and so I don't use simple syrup very much. But would you think that would be a good like?
I would because you can sweeten it, like really the recipe calls for honey, half a cup of honey in the whole thing. But we're not a huge honey family either. I mean, we'll use it in things. So I just did simple syrup. That's what I use it in, and it's delicious. It's really refreshing. Would be good if you wanted to make it cocktail and not mocktail. But this is, Camp loves this lemonade, and it's really refreshing to have and keep around the house during the summertime.
Yeah, so, and you could spike it if you wanted to. I'm just saying.
That's what I just said. Cocktail, mocktail.
Sorry, I've got like some distractions going on.
Mocktail. You got to have that base, though. You got to. It's all about that base.
And I'm still drinking my mojito. I'm about to finish it. It's legit good.
So you'll be into next Tuesday while I'm down in some cocktail.
Too bad we're not together right now. We could be doing this together.
I know. We are taking social distancing very seriously because y'all know Becky and I normally do these things together side by side, and it's hard, but this is fun.
Okay,
all right.
So next up, hopefully this ice is not too loud. So one of my go-to easy, we always have it around, and really it's a healthy alternative. Like this is considered a healthy drink. And I will share with you that our personal trainer friend that lives in Florida, she's especially all about eating good almost all the time and all about, being fit. And I know this is one of her go-to recipes for cocktails. And it's as simple as it's a vodka soda, right? But instead of using like a cranberry juice or any kind of juice, we're only going to put essential oils in here. So again, in our house, we always have vodka. So in my house, I always start with the vodka. I like to see how much is going in there. So I'm not, in this case, I probably should measure with the shot thing, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to pour the vodka in there. Just, maybe 2 shots. I don't know, maybe more. And then soda. So I've got my club soda, which, fun fact, we always buy, even though they're more expensive, we always buy the little individual ones instead of the big one because they go flat so fast.
I do.
Is that true for you? I guess we don't
go
through as much club soda. So we always buy the little things. So we'll add.
Well, I think things in glass just taste fresher anyway. I mean,
yeah. So
like if you're going to have a drink, make it out of glass. I think just have it out of glass, makes it fancy.
So here's where you can get you can play around. You can do lime, One of my favorites is actually called Jade Lemon. And this is like a lemon, it's a lemon. There's actually a lemon called a Jade Lemon. And it is basically like a lemon lime flavored lemon. That's what it tastes like. That's how it's grown. That's actually my favorite, but I do know that it's hard to find. Like Young Living, it goes in and out of stock. So currently it's out of stock right now. That is my favorite, but we're going to do, and actually, you know what? Since we don't have lemon lime, the lemon lime Jade Lemon, I'm actually going to do lemon and lime. So now this is where you want to kind of play around with it, because this depends on how much you like the flavor of lemon or the flavor of lime. If you do a full drop in this stuff, it can be pretty strong. I like the strong. I like to have that strong flavor. But if you don't, here's the trick. You put a toothpick down the middle of this, or even take the little, you can take the little dropper thing off, and you swirl a toothpick around, and then you swirl that toothpick around in your drink. So you can kind of decide for yourself how you want to do that, which I will probably do the toothpick swirl when I get to my next drink. But for now, I'm doing a drop of lime and a drop of lemon, because I know that I like it stronger. So, and then we're going to just stir that up. And it's great. It's like drinking a you know, just the flavored waters, really, because it has the Coke soda, except it has vodka in it. So you can also save some money going and buying those flavored waters, and it's kind of like that. So vodka soda with some essential oils. So some other ideas for you are also grapefruit, tangerine, orange essential oil. There's so any of those citrus oils are a great option here. So cheers, lady.
Cheers.
Down the hatch.
So especially onto that is if you are a flavored vodka lover, like, you know, flavored vodka, how you can buy the different flavors. You know, those have a lot of sugar in it, right? So by using the oils also, it's like you're flavoring your vodka. And so you buy the one vodka base, and then one vodka base, and then like the grapefruit, use it. It's like a grapefruit vodka. You can infuse your vodkas also with the essential oils too. And
instead of vodka, something, because we're leading into summer, hot and whatever, same idea. Instead of vodka, you can make a wine spritzer and do like a white wine, the club soda, and a drop of the oils. I did that the other day because I was just kind of wanting something refreshing. And I don't know, I was in like kind of a wine mood. And so I did that, and I was just, again, I was experimenting, and I was like, this is pretty good. Like, because I didn't feel like it was real heavy on the wine. And it was kind of this cross between just having a refreshing drink and then also having an alcoholic beverage. So wine, club soda, and the essential oils, or vodka, club soda, and the essential oils are good options there.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, so my next mocktail that I'm gonna make is actually, tea. How many people love tea? Me being from Mississippi, we always had tea in our fridge. And I'm an unsweet tea drinker, and so is my husband, Chris. Our son Camp loves sweet tea. So, but people have different preferences on that, right? So I always keep, once again, tea, just however, and then you have your simple syrup so people can make or whatever. But then, like, if you like, some people like lemon in their tea, some people like mint tea, some people like, you know, basil tea. Like, you can flavor your tea. So I'm going to show y'all how to, I mean, it's the same concept. You see how easy it is? Just flavoring. You start with your base. So here's tea now. And this is unsweet tea. I'm not going to add any sweetener to it because I do not like sweet tea. But I am going to add, I sometimes like lemon in it. Sometimes I don't, but I don't like getting it at restaurants because you never know where those lemons, like the hands that they've all been on. So I actually keep oils with me. But if you're at home, I'm a dipper. And so you just dip it in the lemon. And then also, if you were to say needed to serve something for like a shower, I keep going back to showers, but I think about things where you would have a big picture of stuff for that needs to be elegant. And then use the spearmint. I know that mint teas are really popular with ladies and luncheons especially, and they're really, really refreshing in the spring and summertime. And so you can just, now if I was to do the whole pitcher, I would put a drop of spearmint in there. And I would probably leave the lemon out and let people just, or whoever wanted to put lemon in. But if you're serving a mint tea, you can put just a drop or two of spearmint in that entire thing and not have to worry with going to buy mint and muddling it and leafing it. And there's your tea.
Yummy. That's so good. So I
And
have a
it's
question.
so refreshing.
So I have a question. Are any of you like me and you walk when you're cooking or doing anything in the kitchen, you walk around with your towel like this? Do you do that?
I sure do, Becky.
I always do that. I will walk around and then I walk around the whole house with my towel.
My dad did that. My dad, I remember specifically, he'd walk around and it would be that right there and he'd wash the dishes. Like I still see it in my head.
Yeah.
Growing up. Yeah.
I don't know where I picked that up, but I just noticed, as I'm watching myself on camera that I did that. And I'm like, I wonder if anybody else does that. Okay, let's talk breakfast cocktails. And I'm going to grab something out of the fridge real quick. I'm going to show you
Y'all, that tea is so good.
The tea.
That tea is so good. I love tea.
You could make it Long Island tea somehow.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so if you know me, pretty much every weekend, we're all about the mimosas at our house. Like, that's just what we do. It's, in the morning, we get up late a lot of times, and we love to have our champagne and orange juice typically, but we don't always have orange juice because sometimes the kids get in there and they drink it all, and then, you're kind of
those children
out of luck, right? So we actually get Prosecco. Who gets the Prosecco from Costco? This is our favorite Prosecco to get. That's what we get.
I've never tried it.
It's good, and it's not very expensive. It's only like $7.
I like that.
I'm kind of breaking the rule here, and we're gonna have to definitely drink it in the morning, but
boo-hoo.
I'm opening it. Yeah, boo-hoo. I'm opening it now. So instead of putting the orange juice in or whatever fruit juice, because the more and more of that you drink, that's more sugar, more sugar, more sugar. So you can take essential oils. And so we'll take orange essential oil and do a couple of drops. And you might even, I might even put a drop of grapefruit. Let's just mix it up.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And make that a little bit stronger. And do a little stir, stir, stir. And all you have is really your champagne, right? Or your Prosecco in this case, and your essential oil.
I love champagne.
You don't even miss the orange juice. So I actually prefer this sometimes because sometimes that orange juice gets so sugary for me. So breakfast option there. And then I'm going to teach you how to make a Bloody Mary. So Bloody Mary, that takes several ingredients, right? Like in our case, we usually do have tomato juice. So you may or may not already have that on hand, but it's more likely that we have tomato juice than we have Bloody Mary mix or any kind of thing like that. So now I have to read this one. So we're going to take our cocktail glass here, and we are going to put, so I actually did have a lemon, like I told you, so I'm really just getting it wet. And we use this flavored salt.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a spicy salt. So I thought that would be fun for our Bloody Mary. So that's just to salt the rim. So, whenever we have margaritas or Bloody Marys, we use this. That's our salt around the rim. And then, so it talks, all right, so let's put some ice in my shaker here. And we're gonna put, it says, I'm not a big measurer, but it says 6 ounces tomato juice. I'm just gonna eyeball it because when I cook, I really don't measure a whole lot. I'm kind of an estimate girl. So I kind of know that 6 ounces is a little less than a cup. So there. So about 6 ounces of tomato juice. All right. So here's where we get into a little bit, you may or may not have the black pepper essential oil, but if you've ever watched some of our Lucy Libido, this is actually in one of our Lucy Libido recipes. So that's why we have black pepper around the house. So we're going to put a drop of black pepper Vitality. Now here is where you get the toothpick, because specifically it says a toothpick swirl of lime. So we're just going to do a few toothpick swirls of this stuff. We can always add more, remember. So I might be adding more because remember, I like to have extra flavor. And then a toothpick swirl of celery seed Vitality. So what's kind of cool is you can have a whole spice cabinet of essential oils. So black pepper, parsley, cilantro, celery seed. I'm still waiting on garlic. They don't have garlic yet. So if they have garlic, I'm all about that. So we're going to put our celery seed. And it says, so we did black pepper, we did lime, celery seed, and now lemon. And you know what? I know I like lemon a lot, so I'm actually going to do a drop of lemon. There we go. And of course, you need your Tabasco.
Tabasco.
So we're going to put a drop there.
I'm so excited to see how this is.
Me too.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I'm forgetting the main part. Got to put vodka in there. So vodka, or I guess if you wanted a mocktail, you could do that. So vodka, my ice is in there. Where's my lid? And here we go. Let's see if I can not spill it this time.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
All right, shake your booty.
I'm like this. I'm like, let me see. Looks pretty.
Yeah, looks like a Bloody Mary. It's actually, I may have put a little too much vodka because it's a little light, but that's okay. So I taste the pepper. What? I taste the celery and the lemon. I probably need another drop of lime, but this is actually, this is the first time doing this, and I'm actually amazed that it is this close to a Bloody Mary without having all the stuff. So obviously, in your house, you probably have pepper. Like I might add some additional pepper, but I taste the pepper, and it probably needs more tomato juice because I think I made it a little more vodka-y instead of tomato-y.
Speaking it's Tuesday.
But that is actually not bad.
Right?
Especially, I mean, yes, do I want the Bloody Mary, from Fieldings or somewhere like that? Heck yeah. But when you're at home and you don't have all the stuff, like, this is a really good option. And yeah, it's good. I like it. I'm going to be drinking all this.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So there's your breakfast right there. So you're ready for tomorrow and Sunday morning.
Oh, I love it. That actually looks really good.
Yeah.
So the last one I'm going to do, which is really just kind of a, recap. I mean, because I lean more toward, I like experimenting on the cocktail side too a lot. But if you, especially during these times, so if y'all love or if you like flavored water a lot, right? That's what we drink. We don't really drink sodas at our house, but Camp does love a Sprite. So, but I don't buy I don't buy it. But here is an alternative to a homemade Sprite-like, if you wanted to treat your kids to a Sprite-like drink. Take your ice, and then obviously, what is Sprite? Lemon lime soda. So I would take 2 drops of lime, and then that might have been 3. 2 drops of lemon. And I tell you one thing that like really is fun for kids, like especially if they're making their own, like you don't want them putting in black pepper in your Bloody Mary, right? Because you don't want 5 drops to go in. But if they're like making their own lemon water, let them pour it in, like let them be a part of the process, right? And then you take here's that simple syrup again. And guys, I used obviously water and then just organic cane sugar. You can use agave nuts or whatever, but I think if you're trying to emulate Sprite, you know, this is definitely probably a simple syrupy type thing. I'm doing 1.5 teaspoons of that, and then I am going to fill the rest up with my sparkling water. Give it a stir. Let's see.
Is it Sprite-esque?
I'm not even kidding. It really tastes like Sprite. It needs a little bit. I would say it needs maybe 1 less drop of lemon and maybe 1 more drop of lime. Put a couple more in there. Oh, it's very Sprite-esque.
Yum.
Let me
see, and that's right there where, like, I used to love, and I'll still like it, like a Crown and Sprite or Crown and 7 or something like that. But it kills me actually to drink all the Sprite because of all the sugar. So you know what? I think I'm going to try that with some Crown sometime because even
diet Sprites and Sprite Zeros, like if you were to look at the back of the ingredients in that, like just drink the real thing if you're going to drink the real thing. But better yet, drink the Sprite that's made with real cane sugar. Like they do make those out there. Or do this because this is very, very close.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully, and that's all you had, right, Gretchen, on your end? Yes. Hopefully, friends, you found some good ideas. And if you don't have these essential oils, this is something that, especially these ones that are like seasoning ones, they last so long. So get these in your house so you always have what you need to make a cocktail, a mocktail, or even a recipe. So we'll be doing these videos, hopefully live in the future, but we'll be doing these videos periodically, and maybe next time we'll do something with food. I don't know. We're going to brainstorm it. Let us know what you want to see, and we'll come up with it. All right. Happy Friday, friends.
Have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy those cocktails, Becky.
I will. Too bad you're not here.
I know. Mwah.